Hello everyone, myself Shivangi Desai, your instructor for the video series of data mining and business intelligence. Today's our topic is OLAP operations. So let's get started. Before heading towards the OLAP operations, we first need to understand the concept of cube. The OLAP cube is a data structure which is optimized for very quick data analysis. The OLAP cube consists of numeric facts which is called measures which are categorized by dimensions. The term cube here refers to a multi-dimensional data set which is also sometimes called a hypercube if the number of dimensions is greater than 3. So ultimately we can say the cube is a data structure specifically designed to hold the data which contains multi-dimensional view. Or in other words, a cube is a data structure which stores the multi-dimensional data. As you can see in this picture, data cube represents 3 different dimensions which are time, product and place. Now let's understand the concept of concept hierarchy. A concept hierarchy defines a sequence of mappings from a set of low-level concept to higher level or more general concepts. Concept hierarchies can be used to reduce the data by collecting and replacing low-level concepts such as numerical values for an attribute age with higher-level concepts such as labels like youth, middle age or senior. In the multidimensional model, data are organized into multiple dimensions and each dimension contains multiple level of abstractions defined by concept hierarchies. This organization provides users with the flexibility to view data from different perspectives. Let's understand this using an example. As you can see in this figure, all the data are organized into multiple levels in a tree structure. The bottommost level is the most specialized level. As we move forward or we move upwards, the data is more generalized into the upper level. Like in this example, the lowest level contains the data of all the cities, whereas as we move forward or as we move upward, data is aggregated according to the states and further the data is aggregated according to the country and so on. So this is how concept hierarchy is used to generalize the data or we can say aggregate the data. Let's understand OLAP operations. There are 5 basic analytical operations that can be performed on the OLAP cube, which includes roll-up, drill-down, slice, dice and pivot. Let's start with roll-up operation. The roll-up operation, which is also known as drill-up or aggregation operation, performs aggregation in one of the possible way, either by climbing up a concept hierarchy for a dimension or by dimension reduction. So let's understand this concept using an example. As you can see in this figure, the original cube contains data entry of sales record for different items for different time zone in different locations. After applying roll-up on location dimension, we have represented data in countries rather than in cities. So we can say that all the cities' data that belongs to same country is aggregated where some operation is applied. So all those cities that belongs to same country, we have sum up the data of these cities and represented using a country dimension. By removing a dimension, we can represent data of items either by time or by location rather than representing the data in time and location. Next is drill down operation. Drill down is the reverse operation of roll up. It is performed in one of the possible way, either by stepping down a concept hierarchy for dimension or by introducing a new dimension. So let's understand this concept using an example. So as you can see in this figure, the original cube contains data or sales record for each item in different time quantum in different locations. Here, quarterly sales of items are represented. By applying drill down operation on time dimension, we have represented the data in monthly manner. So the resulting cube contains monthly sales of each item in different cities. So this is how drill down operation is performed. Next is slice operation. The slice operation selects one particular dimension from a given cube and provides a new subcube. Let's understand using an example. So here, as you can see, the original cube contains three different dimensions, that is item, time and location. We have performed slice operation on the time dimension where the time quarter Q1 is selected. So the resulting cube contains data of cells for each item in different cities for time Q1 only. Next is dice operation. Dice selects two or more dimensions from a given cube and provides a new subcube. Let's understand using an example. As you can see in this figure, the original cube contains three different dimensions, that is items, time and location. Here we have applied dice for location equals to Toronto and Vancouver, and time is equal to Q1 and Q2, and item is equal to mobile or modem. So the resulting subcube contains cells entry only for the products of mobile and modem in time quarter Q1 and Q2 in cities Vancouver and Toronto. This is how dice is performed. Next is pivot operation. The pivot operation is also known as rotation. It rotates the data axis in view in order to provide an alternative presentation of the data. So as you can see in the figure, we have a slice from the previous example that is rotated and the new view of the slice is represented. Now let's understand OLAP servers. There are three different types of OLAP servers which are named as relational OLAP, multidimensional OLAP and hybrid OLAP. So let's start with relational OLAP. Relational online analytical processing work mainly for the data that resides in a relational database where the base data and dimension tables are stored as relational tables. It has several advantages like high data efficiency and scalability. However, on the flip side, it also has a set of disadvantages which includes demand for higher resources, aggregately data limitations, and slow query performance. Next is MOLAP. MOLAP stands for Multidimensional Online Analytical Processing, which support multidimensional view of data through array-based multidimensional storage engines. It has set of advantages which includes optimal for slice and dice operations, performs better than ROLAP when data is dense, and it can also perform complex calculations. However, on the flip side, it also has a set of disadvantages which includes difficulty to change dimension without re-aggregation, and MOLAP can handle limited amount of data only. Last is HOLAP. HOLAP stands for Hybrid Online Analytical Processing, which is a combination of ROLAP and MOLAP. HOLAP provides greater scalability of ROLAP and faster computation of MOLAP. The advantages of HOLAP includes that it avoids issues related to access speed and convenience. It is faster performance for all types of data. Third is ROLAP are instantly updated and HOLAP users have access to this real-time instantly updated data, whereas MOLAP brings cleaning and conversion of data, thereby improving data relevance. This brings best of both worlds. However, it also has a set of disadvantages which includes greater complexity level and potential overlaps. So that's it in this lecture. Thank you.